Alright guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So here we are with the Axon Pro. Wait, no, that's the Axon Lux. No, that's the Axon Elite. This is one of the first Axons, man, and I'm just gonna jump in here. This came out in 2015. Whew, man, oh man, oh man. You're saying, Jay, how did you get these devices brand new? Somebody asked that one time when they were looking at the Nexus video. The Nexus I didn't have in-house, but this is when ZTE was, putting the camera button on here, and then you got your power button here. You got your volume over here and your SIM tray over there. And I actually they have micro USB. You got a microphone down there. Wow. Headphone up there and a microphone up there. I actually used this for a little bit of time. And then I decided to reset it and, turn it back off and give it to you like this. But let's just skip this for now and we'll get into the device. This phone had a Snapdragon 810, 1440 by 2560. I mean, we're talking about 6 years ago. These kind of specs. And a 3000 mAh battery with 4 gigs of RAM. These were killer specs back then. Killer specs. You see no fingerprint readers or anything on here. So, I mean, these were great specs back then, man. Great specs. And we are in. Here's the device. It's got NFC. I mean, I can't wait to see what version of Android this is running. Look at this. Let's go straight to the settings here. Look at the way the menu looks. It's crazy. It's got all the old icons. It's crazy, man. This is off the charts. And then, by the way, this isn't stereo speakers either. This has just a single loudspeaker. That's what this phone has. But this is when they were getting into that. Okay, I'm going to give you that stereo look. So. Look at the old Hangouts. The reason I went right in like this is because this is what it would have looked like back then when you decided to fire it up. So I will take some photos with this phone and we'll look at the camera. It's probably gonna be crazy, man. Remember, it's got an email client. Wow. That's crazy, man. Play music. Play movies is discontinued too. So look at the Play Store icon. ZTE rewards. Oh man. Yahoo Sports, Rocket Man Run, what the heck, sound recorder. Let's get into the settings here. Let's go down to about, oh, why did I do that? Oh, I forgot, no gestures. Android 6 is what this is running. Oh my gosh, man. That is crazy. Android 6. Let's go to storage. This is the 32 gig model. It came in a 32 and a 64. Wow, memory should be 4. Yeah, memory's 4. This is crazy right here, man. Look at the settings and everything. But like I said, I did fire this up and use it, and true story, accidentally deleted the phone before I can get those photos off. So I know, it's happened to the best of us. Yeah. Look at this. You got the pulsating light. You got the navigation key lights. Let's do auto. Yeah. Had these little small dots down here. That's crazy. This is good, man. You can swap them. I like this. This is a good design right here, man. Let's crank that brightness up, as a matter of fact. Brightness level. You can see where it's at right now. This is a really good display for back in the day, man. Look at the old Google folder right here. Look at how this says got the little hollow. I love it, man. I love it. So I'm going to take some photos with this. And first, before I do that, obviously, here's my Axon 7. This is the improvements that they made over the years. The gold is a little bit different color. Obviously, the screen is still good. But what they decided to do was they decided to give us the stereo speakers, and then they put the camera up in the little bar there. It's crazy, man. I like having these phones this far out. I love it. It's just a beautiful thing, man. to have these beautiful phones out. And obviously I still use my Axon 7. You can see all these apps and stuff on here. But these are the upgrades that they made, and I mean, they stayed with the right direction with this phone. They just kind of fell off and decided we're not going to do this anymore like this, and they wanted to follow the market. It happens to some companies and they can survive, but with them they didn't. But this is an ultimate throwback right here, man. This phone right here, and true story, this is the first time I've ever even touched one of these. Back when it came out, I wanted one so bad, and I just couldn't get it. I just couldn't grab one. So I want to go ahead and take some photos with this thing. I believe this records in 4K. Yeah, it has 4K 30. Yeah, it has 4K 30. Let's see. You got that one that says bokeh. That's crazy. You can change the f2.0, go down to f1.0. Wow, f1.4. We'll leave it there. And as far as video goes, wow. Oh, it already started recording. Didn't want to do that. Let's go to settings here. Video. These are some old-timey settings, man. Yeah, there's your 4K recording right there. This is crazy, man. Yeah, this is sweet right here. Then you got your other modes right here. Yeah, you even have manual mode back then. Really ready to try out that bokeh. See how that looks. Let me delete this because I wasn't trying to record this. All right, so let's it's even got HDR too, man. Yeah, you can turn HDR on and off. You turn the flash on and off. Pretty nice. Let's go shoot some photos with this thing, man, and let's just have a good time real quick, and then we're gonna close this out. This is incredible, right? 2015 is when this phone came out, and we're in 2021. I love it. Throwbacks. All right, so there it is, man. I mean, that's some pretty good photos. I took some portrait shots, or bokeh, as they used to label the cameras back then. You know, this is great right out of the box. This phone's probably been sitting in the box for 6 years or more, and it fires right up and it works just like brand new, obviously. But the cameras are really impressive by today's standards. I don't have any complaints about the cameras. I mean, they're not the best photos you can get in the world, but considering this phone came out 6 years ago, it was released 6 years ago. Yeah, it doesn't have a Type-C. It has a micro USB, but it does have a lot of characteristics that phones have today. And I think this is a nice, the Axon 7 was a step in the right direction. I mean, when they made the Axon 7, obviously you can see they made it with a little bit smaller footprint, and they had the booming speakers, they had the Type-C, they added a fingerprint reader, they added a bunch of stuff to this, the stereo speakers, they just added a whole bunch to upgrade. Taking a photo with I didn't use the camera shutter button right here. I didn't use that. I'm so used to touching it on the phone. I just didn't use it for some reason, but nonetheless, it is nice to have a dedicated camera button. This is a sweet phone right here, man, for being a phone from years ago. Again, Quad HD display, NFC, you know, just a whole bunch going on here. And yeah, it's running at that time. If they would have continued to update this phone, I'm sure, and support the phone, I'm sure did great things. But, you know, we saw the outcome of the Axon 7, and that's unfortunate. And that's about the last Axon. I think the Axon 7 is the last great Axon. If I'm being honest with myself, if they would have continued this trend and just continued to update this design and kept the stereo speakers and just kept doing wonders by the Axon 7 and gave us the Axon 8, the 9, the 10, the 11, in this way here, and not followed the industry, this could have been great, because you definitely can have wireless charging. You could have just did a plastic back for the wireless charging if that's what people wanted. But I would have continued with this trend right here. I like the Axon 7 Mini. I like all of them. So this is the Axon, man. The Axon Pro, as it's labeled in a lot of places, or the Axon Lux. It's got different names depending on where you purchased it from or what region you're in. That this is fantastic, man. The StyleJet is best. This is incredible, right? Jay, how'd you get that? Collector's item, buddy. Collector's item. It's your man Jay. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.